I'm Christy.
I'm Jason.
I'm Aubriella. And this is...
And we are
I Wanna Camp With You.
Okay, campers, so I know it's been forever, and I also know I look like crap right now. But anyways, we went to change our backsplash, which turned out fabulously. Right there. I'll explain that because basically what they put in there was a plastic backsplash, and they didn't have anything on the back of the oven to prevent the heat from coming up. So when it came up, it melted it, and that was like the first week we used it, so that was great. So anyways, we went to fix that, and so Jason built this little thing right here, which basically deflects the heat, as you can see. So when I cook, the heat comes out this way, and then it won't melt our new backsplash. So anyways, we did that, and then that over there, which is now covered by all my coffee stuff. Upon doing that, we found down here this floor was sagging a lot because of all the weight from the stove and the fridge, you imagine. So we had to come up with something to fix that because we didn't believe the slab was going to be able to come in. So anyways, Jason has drilled holes underneath. He jacked it up, and now he's screwed a piece of metal in there, and hopefully that will keep it up on this side. And then we have to take out the fridge and do it behind the fridge as well. So I'll record that when we do that part. So I came outside so I can show you the underside as well. You see he had to use the bottle jack. It was raining, so we had to cover it. We put a board across here to kind of keep it flat so it will lift it all up evenly. And then, as you can see, well, if you can see, I don't know. Oh, let's see. All right, so you see all these. He's got the screws and washers going up through the piece of angle iron up there. And so that's going to keep it sturdy down here. Now once we move the fridge, we're going to have to do the same thing over there. But it was pretty bad, guys. It was sagging like quite a bit. That's really not what you want, obviously. So we've checked all the other sides. They all seem fine. So hopefully we won't have to do it to those. But I did want to share that with you because I feel like maybe you should check yours just in case. And if that is a problem, maybe you can fix it before it gets too bad like we did. Yeah, so I'll show you when we do the fridge part as well. Okay, so as promised, I told you I would show you when we did behind the fridge. Unfortunately, I cannot show you the entire thing behind the fridge because we did not pull it all the way out because that just was too difficult. So Jason came up with this idea to put the strap under this part. First, we took the trim off right there. And then we put the strap under here and kind of tilted it back and lifted it and put it on this little board, the foot. And then this little board slid along this big board as we kind of lifted it and pulled at the same time. You had to lift very minimally. It kept us from having to empty the whole fridge and having to lift all that weight out because it was extremely heavy. And so it pulled it back enough for him to get in there, not very comfortably, but still be able to get in there. I'll show you that out here. So anyways, he's kind of jammed in there, but I can show you what that looks like when he's done screwing that in there. But it is possible, if you end up having this problem, which I hope you don't, or any other problem that you need to get behind the fridge, to pull it out without completely having to lift the whole fridge up. So yeah, I'll show you that when we're done, and it's going to pretty much look the same as the bracket that we did behind the stove over here. It's just on the other side of that wall. That was our other option. If it turns out you can't fit in there and work comfortably, we were going to go behind the stove and put like an access hole behind that spice cabinet there so that we could get in that way. That's just another option if you end up having to have a problem back there that you need to deal with. Okay, so as promised, I am behind the fridge in that little access hole that's on the outside of the camper. Here's the bracket that Jason has screwed in here, running along the edge, and then we're going to do the same thing we did on the other side. Drill holes up and put bolts in those open holes there from the bottom, and that should help brace it. Just want to show you real quick again. We still have it jacked up so that when we put the bolts in, hopefully we can let that jack down and everything will go as planned and the floor won't be sagging anymore. We shall see. Alright, so here's the finished product. As you can see, we bolted up through the bottom of each of those holes. And then underneath, show you again, under here, we bolted up through there, all along, and it looks pretty level to me. Thank goodness we got that problem solved. If you have any questions, as always, please feel free to ask, and we hope this helps. Have a great day.